Let's head over to the Big Ten now. Penn State going to Wisconsin. The Wisconsin football team playing better football right now? I mean, this spread's under a touchdown right now. Penn State, they've been winning ball games. Are we mega impressed with any of Penn State's wins? I mean, the comeback win against USC taught us that, hey, they can actually find another way to win, right? His name's Tyler Warren, right? Are you concerned about Penn State at all in this spot?
Absolutely. I mean, I was one. I was kind of like, hey, let's think about previewing this game because obviously Wisconsin at home, and that's obviously Alabama kind of went and did their thing. But that was also when you were still adjusting to Braden Locke. Taylor Van Dyke got hurt early in that football game.
Yep.
Braden Locke was still very new to the position, or new to this season, this team here. And even as USC, they struggled the week after. And then they've really turned it on since. Purdue, Rutgers, Northwestern. Now, none of these teams are world beaters. It's obviously going to be a dramatic step up with Penn State. But it's been very encouraging to see the offense move the football, run the ball the way they have, and the defense starting to play and round into shape. I think there's absolute cause for concern for Penn State. Absolute cause for concern. And by the way, there's a look-ahead game. This is an absolute spot. Now, not that you're going to look ahead Wisconsin on the road there. I think James Franklin and these Penn State lines, they understand that the Big Ten landscape, that you can't look ahead this Wisconsin team. But I do wonder if part of them have just penciled in, we're going to have a top 4 matchup against Ohio State in a couple of weeks. Yeah, this is not crazy. This was a game that was circled months ago. People are talking about Wisconsin hosting Penn State, a chance to upset them in one of their games in Camp Randall, and all of a sudden early the season started and Wisconsin didn't look great and Penn State was looking pretty good and it's kind of faded away, but I think it's kind of getting more momentum and there's the line's under 7. This game absolutely can be lost for Penn State.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about their defense. I mean, the secondary led by just a couple wagons back there.
Yeah.
Wagons in that secondary that have looked so good. In terms of the run defense, metrically, you look at it and you're like, okay, I'm not like mega impressed with it, but I haven't been unimpressed with it. I mean, that front 7, I think, it's played pretty decent. I think Jaheim Thomas is all right. I think they got some football players there, dude, on the defensive side of the ball that I think can match up physically. And if Penn State is not able to run the football, they're not going to be able to throw. Like, if they get down in this game, Penn State gets down in this football game, they are not going to be able to throw the ball the same way that they were against USC. And you're on the road. Problem is, like, Wisconsin's offense, I know Braden Locke has looked better, but I'm going to take Penn State to win, Wisconsin cover under a touchdown is what I'm going to do. Where are you at?
Yeah, you said Penn State to win, Wisconsin to cover. I think it's going to be a 1 touchdown game, so I'll take that too. I think that's pretty good value there. Tyree Walker, right? How well can they run the football for Wisconsin? That's going to be huge in keeping Penn State off the field, keeping them in kind of press mode. I think we learned a lot from Drew Allar against USC, which was big time, and then the bye going into it to see him when they have to throw the football, come from behind. He was able to do that. But like you said, it's a different secondary. These are different stars that they're going against. Ricardo Hallman and Hunter Wooler are absolute stars in the Big Ten. Do not let anybody else tell you otherwise. Not that anyone's saying that, but just no. I do love the athletes they have at linebacker to be able to stop this running game. And these athletic running backs that Penn State does have, I think it could get interesting. Braden Locke has to take care of the football. He has thrown interceptions in just about every damn game he has played, right? He has to take care of the football. I think that's going to be a point of emphasis this week for Wisconsin in practice. And by the way, you are starting to see a little bit more of those weapons outside of Will Pauling emerge. C.J. Williams, the former USC transfer. Vinny Anthony, right? Kekahuna. I always botch that. I'm so sorry, but Tretch is awesome. I'm not gonna try. Tretch is really good football player. He's a nice deep threat, very good athlete. That they kind of give him a different dimension in this offense here. Yeah, why not? Why not Wisconsin have a chance to win this football game? Braden Locke got to take care of the football, run the ball well with Tyree Walker. And yeah, here's the thing. So Tyler Warren, Harry Wallace, Trey Wallace for Penn State, the wide receiver there. The matchups. Obviously, I like Hallman and I like the other guys for the wide receivers of Penn State. I don't think there's crazy mismatch there. Tyler Warren, no matter how good you are and how good you can scheme up, we've seen him just make plays over guys, and it doesn't matter if he's blanketed. That is the only
Like, are you
concern.
putting Waller over him?
I don't hate it. The problem is, but then you lose Waller in other aspects that makes him so good, and so that's the one
You're
thing
right.
that they're going to have to, kind of go back and forth. What's the pros and cons? When are we going to do it? When are we not? Can we blitz? Can we get after them? That's going to be a big thing here in terms of getting pressure with just 4 or maybe 5 and have to bring an extra guy. But then you leave 1-on-1 for Tyler Warren, and that could be, tough.
A disaster. Yeah. And I mean, Waller's not even like that big either. Was he like 6'2"? So yeah, you don't really have a lot of guys that can match up with Tyler Warren, right? So it'll be interesting to see how they play that, but I think they can keep it within a touchdown.